Well, hello and welcome everyone to another episode of Happy Tactics where we are playing Satisfactory, and the keen observer might note that I'm actually I'm flying. I'm not just the what do they call it? The jetpack. I've got the hover pack, and oh my gosh, what an amazing difference it makes. If I had had this from the beginning, oh, that's interesting. Something's gone wrong there. See, I can find things like this where things have been screwed up, and fix them so much easier. Although I must admit, it took me a while to figure out how to how to land. I didn't realize you have to hit C for crouch, and then finally you can descend, which is pretty cool. But I must say I do like it a lot. I prefer the regular jetpack for just kind of your basic exploring and that kind of a thing, and falling and hurting myself. Good thing you heal quickly in this. But yes, I've been up to a few things since the last episode. Quite a few things, actually. In fact, just because it was so easy, strangely enough, I went ahead and cleared out all the tiers of tier 7. Got all the milestones here. So that's where I got things like the hover pack and this hazmat suit, which I'm sure I'm going to need soon enough. And now I just have got a little bit more work, which I bet I have enough computers already to grab the control development system. And that's a big one, actually, because this is going to allow me to produce two things that I think I'm going to need at least a decent number of, and that is the radio control unit and the supercomputer. And what's a blender? Oh, combining fluids. Okay. Who knows? There is so much to this game. Sulfur? I thought I could already scan sulfur. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, so made a lot of progress, and also had to turn on some of my lines back here when I was looking for, I turned coal off for a while. I think in the last episode, I can't quite remember, and the quartz and things like that. But I think in terms of what I've got coming ahead, I'm going to need to turn those lines back on. And I was making the mistake of having to go out to the factory and just turning it off. But I think it makes a whole lot more sense to just change where my train is stopping. So I can just right here, not configure that. I think if I have to configure this, right? Yeah, there we go. I can get to the timetable here and decide what stations I want little chugga chugga to do its pickup. So we'll have to see what we need with that. But yes, as you can see, we got more than enough rubber. Got a lot of plastic, which is great because I was struggling on plastic for a while and wanted to pick up more quartz because I'm going to need that for some of the computer applications. That I don't even think I'm bringing in. Right now I'm bringing in a ridiculous amount of coal, but I think I'm going to need that as well. Still trying to kind of manage what spillover looks like and how that works, but we'll get there. We'll figure it out. But I thought we would start. Let's see, I tried to write some things down. So yes, so I've been trying to do some things off camera just to speed things up a little bit. Do love the hover pack. And let's see, oh yeah, so it is nice to see the overview of the factory, and man, it would make a big difference to actually have had this from the very beginning. But that's okay. That's part of the fun, right? It's to kind of work your way up to these little dopamine rushes of getting a new little thing here or there. But right now, what I'd love to do is to collect as many computers as I can, because I think I can go ahead and satisfy that last benchmark here. And it looks like I got a bunch on the line. I know it's kind of lame, but I'm just going to grab. I don't even know how many do I need? Let's see. Looks like I need 37. Is that right? So I think I might have that right here. Not very good at landing on this thing. Oh well. We'll just grab them as they come. My computer manufacturing assembly plant is not super fast. I think that'll do it, right? But it's doing what it can. Right now I've got this cut off because I don't know how many of these ACUs I need, but I needed the computers. So that's why I just paused that for a bit so I can build up as many computers as possible to make the milestones, because there were several of those. So this should do that for us, and then boom. As always, love to watch any spaceship take off. That's just kind of a given
Several
thing.
parts more efficient and powerful
love the
than the
aesthetic.
human
Such
brain
attention
can
to
now be
detail
made
here.
to compensate for many deficiencies
So,
otherwise encountered in future development
off
efforts.
you go.
The blender
So yes,
enables
Ada
you
has
to
a lot to
mix
say.
and or combine parts and fluids for more complex recipes. Most importantly,
Oh,
project part number 6, the assembly director system, should be produced and delivered to the space elevator as soon as possible.
So just looking down this, let's see what we can see. That's a framework. Okay, so that is a supercomputer. What is that? Oh, that's the radio control unit. Okay. And then I'm looking at another radio control unit and more supercomputers. And so what it looks like to me, what is that thing? Oh, it's a turbo motor. Oh, wow. Oh, cooling system. Yikes, I don't have any of these things. Let me see. Hold on one second. Okay, so I think that what that means is I'm going to want to build some radio control. I think I want to start manufacturing radio control units and supercomputers. I think that's where I'm going to look at. And again, I don't have any rhyme or reason to this. We'll just take aeronautical engineering. I love that. I knew a lot of aeronautical engineers. I wonder if I can make that. Oh yeah, there it is. And I had a to-do list going, but I'm not sure. Oh yes, because I've also been doing some research. I hadn't been doing nearly enough of that, but I have been branching down here, considering the rifle. I thought that might be kind of fun, even though I just do love throwing bombs at things. But we need the smokeless powder, and I think to do the smokeless powder, you've got to use something. What do we do here? It's produced in a refinery, which uses something else. So I'm going to probably have to package up some liquid at some point. We'll see. Still experimenting with the dimensional depot. Haven't done anything with that, but I know it's more useful than I'm making it. But yes, slowly working my way down, these trees and getting more things. I can upgrade the depot with this. Caterium is good. Got better poles. I can make more of those, but really going for more like the urgency. And there was an AI, not an AI. Was it this? Oh, the high-speed connector. I think I'm going to need that. For the maybe supercomputer? I forget. I tried to look up all this stuff earlier on. But yes, so that gets me moving. Actually, I think what I'm going to do right now is probably just collect all the other resources that I might need for this, and then work on building something that can build those radio control units, since I picked that as my first thing. Might as well. Oh, look at this. This just has them sitting in here. Are we already maxing out? Okay, nice. I should have used the industrial one. That would have been a lot better. Okay, one more second. Okay, we're back. Real world stuff just kind of keeps getting you. You know what I mean? But that's okay. So what I'd like to do now, I think, is if I'm going to build a radio control unit, I think I want to do that on the 4th floor. I think we're there. I think we need to do a 4th floor. I got some input streams here coming in, which is pretty cool. So I'm thinking, oh, you can run with this. That's kind of cool. I do kind of like this little stepwise thing, and I like it. I like it like this. I don't want to have too much in terms of coverage on the walls. I know that's, I don't know, everybody's aesthetic is a little bit different, but this is my first playthrough. I like just experimenting with stuff, but I think it would be kind of fun to just have we'll have some walls here. I want to get down and see. Okay, and I think these might need to be. Can they be 3 high? It's hard to tell. You might need to be with that big old guy. I'm going to put a 4th one on there. So it's going to be a really tall next floor, which is kind of cool. So let's see what we can do in terms of getting a big floor up here. We got lots of room down here too, but I'm planning on expanding that out in different ways. And I just like the metal foundations. They may seem goofy, but they're just, I think they're cool looking. So let's build some of these out here, and let's see what kind of distance I'm going to need. Again, I prefer overbuilding than underbuilding. Why not? I would freak out early in the game thinking like that's going to require so much materials, but this game wants you to build these big things, which I think is very cool. So what I'll do is I'll probably do it off camera is let me just build a 3rd or 4th floor here, I guess a 4th floor, and then we can start planning out something for those radio control units. Okay, so here we have it, our precarious little 4th floor. So cool though to be able to just build like this and float around. And I love these. I know maybe I shouldn't. Oh, I gotta power it. That's what I need to do. It sounds ridiculous, but I can't get enough of these things. Let's see, I think I will need some additional. I think if I just power one thing, is that enough? Yeah, that powers the whole thing, right? No, I gotta power that one separately? What? Really? No, that's too bad. Let's see. Well, let me build another pole. I think this is where it would be very handy to upgrade, if it lets me. Can I just overlap and upgrade this? And that would give it the ability to do one more connection. Hooray. Yay, things actually work sometimes. Okay. Now, I know there's some crazy overlap there, but I don't care. It's whatever. It's just fun. I just like being able to do that. Okay, so what we're going to want up here is, I was thinking we'll start with the radio control unit, which, if I'm thinking right, I think we're going to need aluminum, right? I think we're going to need aluminum casings. How do you build these things? In a manufacturer? Okay, let me see if I can just open up a manufacturer here. Do I have enough to... Yeah, okay. Oh, I forget what a big boy that is. Let's look at that. Okay, so we're throwing that down, and then look at this. And we want to make a radio control unit. So that's requiring aluminum casing. Okay, so I have to process my aluminum, which I'm kind of done with, making the other plates, you know. Crystal oscillator, that's where I was thinking I'm going to need some of the crystal stuff. And the computers. Yes, the computers. So that's going to require a lot for my little computer manufacturing station down there. But we can bring that up here, I think, pretty easily, because I don't think I can just change my my belt to just come up here and then bring it down here. I like all my inputs coming from one end. I'm kind of a linear guy that way, I guess. But then let's see, and then we need a crystal line. We're going to need the crystal oscillator and aluminum casing. So the aluminum is coming from over there. So what I might just do is do a splitter off of that line, bring it up here, and then get all my resources sorted out. And I will need crystal. Where's crystal? Oh, crystal is going over there, or quartz going over there for the silica, but I can reconnect this line and bring it up here too. So yeah, let me get all my inputs sorted out here, and then we can hopefully start to actually manufacture some of this stuff, which is pretty exciting. Okay, folks, I think we're set. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we're set. I think I've got all the supplies I need. I had to do some things that I'm not real proud of, but well, neaten things up later. I think I got all the stuff. I just need the stuff, and then I can neaten up things later. Although that's basically what I've been saying the entire game. But let's see what we can do. So first of all, we have to make some aluminum castings. So, and that's going to feed into our manufacturer, which does not have to be right here. In fact, for the time being, I'm just going to place it way down here and then move it closer if it deems necessary. But that way I can at least get a look at the recipe as needed. So what am I doing? Radio control unit? Okay, so aluminum casting, and I need a lot of those. Gee whiz. Okay, so, but I think they're quick. They're easy to make. So let's see about getting that done first. So I believe I don't remember how that's made. Is that just a constructor? Casing, producing a constructor. Yeah, so I got the alloy. So that's the hard part, is getting the alloy. So I just need a constructor now. So we can build one of those. I mean, I know I got this going right here, so what I'm going to probably do is just temporarily delete some of that, so I just have a little bit of room, because it's right here. So I might as well just put my constructor right here. Again, anyway, you can just, avert your eyes if you're just, if you're looking at this and you're like, what is this guy doing? The guy doesn't know what he's doing. That's part of the fun. The software doesn't even know what to do with that. So let's get this guy maybe a little bit closer to the edge here, then a little bit further up. And then see if that, I don't know that that's actually in line, but that's good enough for a quick Mark II belt and repair later on. So that will get me one of my main ingredients, which is the casing. I can get the casings going there. The other thing I'm going to need to feed directly into this thing is computers. So actually, I did this line here. I don't think I need to do it like this. It was ugly anyway. I think I can just bring my computer line directly over top all these other supply lines and route it directly in there. Again, we'll just pretend this is the final state that I want this thing in. So we'll get that there. So that would load that up with computers. So far, so good. And the alloys would be coming in. And what else? But I feel like I need... Oh, you know what it is? I need another manufacturer, I think. So I got the crystal. And that has to be turned into quartz crystal, I think. Right? Isn't that right? Where does the cable go? I think the cable is required for the oscillator. So let me... I had some of this stuff scratched down, but I'm trying to remember little pieces of it as well. So, the crystal is going to need to be processed with a constructor. So what we can do is... I wonder if it makes sense putting this over here. So if this, I could do something kind of interesting here. Let's do a production line. We'll do a constructor here. I don't know if that's in the way of the crystal line or not. Can it see that as like a possibility? Is that? I can't tell. So we just do it. And so this is going to give me, what is it? Quartz crystal. That's what I need. From that. Okay. So then that gives me two things. But the quartz crystal has to be turned... That's where the cable goes, I think. So the quartz crystal has to go into another manufacturer. So let's see, do I have what it takes to build one of those? No. I need modular frames, but not many of them. And I have been building a lot of those for a while now. So let's come down here. So many modular frames, it's ridiculous. Aren't these modular frames? Oh, that's heavy modular frames. My bad. The modular frames I'm looking for, just the plain old ones, guys, down here. Okay, so that's good. Oh man, what a difference. What a difference to just be able to fly. But yes, let's see what happens if I put a manufacturer that can receive plate, cable, and that quartz. Where's the best place for that? Because there's my plates, and here's my cable, and there's my quartz. There is no good place for this. So, again, not going to be pretty, but we'll put it here anyway. Let's see, if I do it something like this, and then we're going to set this thing up to do, what do I need this to make? Crystal oscillator, I think. Yeah, so that's going to give me my quartz crystal. That's what this guy's doing for me. And of course, we'll load balance everything once. I'll do the math later. So that needs a quartz crystal. What else does this thing need? It needs cable and reinforced iron plates. Not that many of them, actually. So there's my reinforced iron plate right here. Took it the most awkward way possible, but that's okay. We'll shorten the lines later. Give me straight. Oops, I didn't mean to. Did I lock that in? I didn't mean to lock that in. Let's see what happens. Can it figure this out if I go... Oh, not quite. Again, maybe this crystal idea wasn't the best. This is why sometimes it's not the best idea to just do things on the fly. And what's the other thing? I keep forgetting cable. Okay, which we got over here, I think. Right? Isn't that what one of these is? That's what that horrible looking thing is. So let's delete that and get something a little bit straighter. Just to at least match the crystal line here. Okay. Oh, it's still on straight. That's weird. It's straight, but it's not straight the way I want it to be straight. I want it to be something like... Oops. I mean, it's never going to be perfectly in line, but I'll take it. I'll take it. And then this... Am I missing something? Oh, reinforced iron plate. The very thing that I need to make this thing. And I'm missing it. Whoops. I'm still trying to get used to flying. Oh, dear. Okay, yes. Well, you know, I heal pretty quickly. Now I got to check my reinforced iron plate, make sure I'm making enough of that stuff to supply. I mean, you don't need many for this, but still a good idea to check those supply lines. Okay, so let's see. So the reinforced iron plate is here, and that is that, and so I need to very quickly... It's different when I'm doing this offline on my own, because I don't feel as embarrassed because I'm not recording anything. But that's part of the thrill, I guess. And so, okay, so this is going to get me my crystal oscillator. This is going to get me... How am I going to take this thing? I should have done this down that way, I think, which I think I'm going to do. So this is going to do something else for me. Let's get the constructor. Nope, the way you had it originally. There we go. Bring in... I like to use Mark II. I don't know why. I just feel like they're easy to manufacture, and they're pretty peppy. And then this is going to produce the other element. And is that it? I think that's it. If I power all this stuff, if I get this kind of like in this direction, roughly. Okay. And then, let's do straight. Let's see what happens if I do straight. And I just, oh boy, that's the way straight does that. Okay. Don't want that to happen. Whoops. Okay. No. Quit. Okay. Let's get a Mark 2. And then just get it roughly in line. Why is it tilted? All right, there we go. And then just run this guy in there. All right, I could have brought this much closer, and then this guy is going to be coming in here, and that should work if I power everything up, right? Who knows? Is that a Mark 1? I wonder if... What does it take to... Well, anyway, we'll just deal with some Mark 1s up here to start with. I throw these things around like they're going out of style. I like to have them every few squares if I can, because you never know when you're going to need another one. So let's see, where can I pull my power from? That's 3, that's 3, that's 3. Well... What I could do is... I don't want to blow anything up, as fun as that is. It's hard to find just the right kind of power cable. I guess that one would work for now. I need to upgrade some of these. Yep, that's got 3 out of 4. And then you can go there. You can go here. You can go here. And you... I'm going to just start wiring up this whole floor. And then I'll branch out to the nearest one. So you can do that, you can do that, and you can do that, and you can do that. So everything should be... No? Oh, because I didn't give it a recipe, did I? I want this to be aluminum casings. Have at it, my friend. Okay, so let's just make sure supply lines are happening, are moving in here. Let me check the time. Okay, doing okay on time. Yeah, so everything is just... Did I not set this guy up to do anything? Oh, it's got to make enough crystal quartz first, which probably means this guy's a little bit of a slowpoke. It's getting plenty of quartz, but I might have to overclock him a little bit. I am definitely I like to prefer overclocking rather than underclocking. Boy, it does take a lot of quartz, so yeah, definitely going to have to overclock that guy. Don't know if I have any batteries handy, but we'll get there. But in the meantime, this guy will just load up with everything he needs. And when he gets a chance, he'll start making these radio control units. So that's nice. And this was not at all an efficient use of space, but that's okay. Apparently we have a whole planet to destroy. But I think the next thing I'd want to do, which is going to be a little tricky because I'm going to be using my computer line there to do it, is I want to manufacture some supercomputers. And for that, I'm going to need, a whole different set of things. I'm going to need... what I write down, cable, which is what I'm pulling in now too, circuit boards, copper, computer, ugh, it's a bunch of stuff. But if I get all those, then I think I'll be pretty close to getting my other stuff ready. So let's see, do you have enough quartz yet to make a single one? So that is going to be something we're going to want to overclock in a big way. So I'll have to find some slugs. Gonna go on a slug hunt. Now let's see. Everything else though, I think I can just get. I mean, it's easy. If I want to get some of the aluminum plates, I might even already have those. Actually, let me check. Oh, it's all the leftover stuff I got. Yeah, I got the aluminum plates. Do I have the casings? No. But I can make some real quick because I got ingots. And then I need motors, 300 motors. Which sounds like a lot. Boy, that would have been devastating a while ago. But ever since I got this little motor factory running, it's doing all right. I mean, it pumps them out as much as I need them. 3. So that should be a lot of things. It's not everything to satisfy the needs and wants and desires of this thing. I guess I can go. Can I just tap it? Nope. There we go. Okay. Let's give it all she's got, Captain. Everything you go. Just take it. 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 Take it. Okay. So, oh, I got too many motors. That's okay. I'll put those back. But I do need. What's that? Oh, the aluminum things, and that's what it's trying to make me, the radio control units. But let's see. How many? These things are shockingly fast to make by hand, which is how I got away with making like a couple hundred of them real quick. And looks like I need a couple hundred of them now, which I'm not going to have enough ingots for, but that's okay, because I got ingots to spare, I think, in general. So let's see if I can get this at least to a place where I am close to punching that big red button. We'll have to see. I might have to do some additional work on the on that one guy. Let me put these back because I don't need that. I might keep a few on hand. Time to go get some ingots. I bet some of these have stockpiled some ingots. So yeah, let me see what I can do, and we'll see if we can start making those radio control units. I'll bring you back in just a second. Okay, folks, so we've been making progress. I got everything in there. Those casings were pretty easy to make. It's just the radio control units that I need. And so we can hop up there. It's only been going for a few minutes, so I can't imagine it's made more than just a couple. But let's see how many it has managed to make. Here we go. Looks like it's moving. Okay, 8. This is going to take a while, folks. It's going to take a while. But it is moving. It is moving, and I think we're taking a step in the right direction. We're going to be at this for a little while, but not as long as it might take to just do a couple hundred of these things. So, yes, so happy to have you along for this ride. I hope it's been interesting, entertaining to watch me make all these mistakes, but unfortunately real life calls, so I'm going to have to do some other things. But I do hope to have the supercomputer one online too, and we can see if in the next episode we can knock our way through some of these milestones, and who knows, maybe even finish up tier 8 and get into some nuclear physics. I'm very excited about that. So thanks for watching, and I hope you can hang out next time on the next episode of Happy Tactics. Take care.